Assalamualaikum. My name is Mohammad Fardillah bin Wahi. The topic that I want to present titles The Relationships Between Dynamic Incentive Towards Microentrepreneurs Firms' Performance in Malaysia. My group members, that's Dr. Habsah Muhammad Sabli from Politeknik Mukah, Sarawak, and Dr. Sari Zainal Ridho from Politeknik Negeri Sriwijaya, Palembang, Indonesia. The flow process for this research that come from chapter 1, that is the introduction, chapter 2, that is literature review, chapter 3, that is research methodology, chapter 4, analysis and finding, and chapter 5, conclusion and recommendations. Background of study: that Department of Statistics Malaysia during 2016 said 78.7%, same as 693,670 have been identified as micro enterprises. The Musa, Shuib, Hafizah and Mohamad 2016 said 75% of the business fell during the first year of operations. And then the dynamic incentive are one of the innovative methods used in progressive lending to motivate the micro entrepreneurs to perform in their respective businesses. This study aims to examine the relationships between dynamic incentives with micro-entrepreneurs firm performance in Sarawak, Malaysia. For the literature review that come from Modush 1999, they're doing the innovation that giving the first loan to the customer, to the entrepreneur, and then when they make a good payments and also the loan want to finish, they offer another loan to entrepreneurs. The Tyler 2016 makes a dynamic incentive which offer high loan amount and interest rates are given to micro entrepreneurs to grow their businesses. And then a survey conducted in 10 areas in Karnataka, South Africa, involving 108 self-help groups in which 318 members had participated show the dynamic incentive rise the amount by up to 69.8% of the initial loans provided to the self-help groups and enhance the advance size over the group and regions. That by Kuma 2019. For the methodology, the respondents come from Sarawaks that are using the purposive sampling. Total respondent 470, and then we analysis using SPSS version 26 and PLSM 3.0. That the dynamic incentive that are from Guha and Sapiro 2017, and the firm performance that come from Mohamad 2019 and the Cho 2008. Analysis and findings. The gender, mostly they are female, 66.8%, that the male only 32.3%. From the age, from the micro entrepreneur, the highest one come from 45 and above, that is 47.8%, and then the lowest age range 25 until 34, that same as 19.2%. That the status, mostly they are married, same as 82.3%, and then the religions, mostly they are Muslim, same as 74.8%, and the Christians 22.5%. And then for the educations background, mostly the highest one come from they have the SPM, SPMV that or SME that 38.9%. And then the lowest ones come from the PhD and master, that 0.3% and 0.3%. From the micro financing organizations, the highest one borrowers come from AIM, that is 31.1%, that the Tekun 59%, and the SEDC, Sarawak Economic Development Corporations, that only 9.9%. And then summary for the second analysis using PLSMs, that the table for the measurement test, that assessment test, they are using a reliability, convergent validity, and discriminant validity. This is the level of acceptance that the value are more than 0.7. This is the cut line to know whether the item reliability or valid. So when do PLSM, we do two type of analysis, that structural model and measurement model. For the measurement model, that internal consistency and convergent validity, that dynamic incentive convac alpha 0.983 and the micro entrepreneur performance convac alpha 0.945, and then for the CR dynamic incentive 0.914, and then the CR for micro entrepreneur performance 0.943, that the convergent validity must the average must more than 0.5, that is good for dynamic incentive, that is 0.565, and then micro entrepreneur performance also good, that the value average 0.649. The HTMT criterions that is established at HTMT 0.90, that means that is below 0.90. And then the others, our group make a path or coefficient assessment that the p-value is significant and the t-value 6.108. And then we look the r square, f square, and q square, that the result is good because the r2 value that more than 0.26 consider substantial. For the conclusion for this research, that the conclusions that is answer the objective result that is conducted by Safiro 2015, and then for the recommendations, for the future research should consider combining multiple internal informants with views from other informants such as suppliers, customers, distributors, and other stakeholders in order to draw reliable and valid conclusion of the study variables. And then this is our reference lah. They come from Bani, Charlie's, Chaudhary, Goha, Hare, and so on. And then that's all.